And so my dad's a real estate broker. I'm from Idaho. And I said, hey, if you find any interesting pieces of real estate, let me know. And he a few months later, found this abandoned, well, it wasn't abandoned, it was no longer operational 10-unit hotel near my hometown. And for me, real estate was just a natural thing that I enjoyed. I enjoyed thinking about it. I had the opportunity to decide what I wanted to do, and I ended up meeting my now business partner, and that was 7 years ago. And we've done 20 offerings since then, all multifamily in Arizona. So today we have over 600 units, about 14 buildings across Arizona. We do all of our operations in-house, maintenance, facilities, property management. That I realized is so key to get good returns, is to make sure the operations are top notch. And so it's been a really fun ride. I would not go back to Wall Street.
Sure. John Kabrowski, I'm co-founder of Neighborhood Ventures. We started out as a crowdfunding company, and we've executed on almost 20 acquisitions so far. We had the moniker this year for a little bit of time until somebody else in this panel or somebody else down the road beats us, but I think we're currently the single most active buyer in the Phoenix metropolitan area, buying 4 deals so far this year and another one under LOI. So I don't know how that happened, but we got lucky this year to find plenty of good deals.
After several months of work, the team has secured a 123-unit building in central Phoenix near I-17 and Grand Canyon University. This property has been recently renovated with over $2 million in capital improvements, but the prior owner was in a difficult debt situation and recently lost the building to the lender. We are purchasing this building directly from the lender for the owner's debt amount of $13 million or $105,000 per unit. The property has great curb appeal and 2 nice courtyards with pools and ramadas, but it also requires strong property management to lease up the remaining 25 vacant units. We expect that our team will reach full occupancy over the next 6 months, and then we plan to operate the property for a few years before selling it to the next owner.
I've known this property for many, many years in the area. Property was well renovated. The last owner spent over $2 million on it, and I was really impressed with the highlights of what they spent money on. They did things like chiller repairs, plumbing, sewer lines, electrical, roofing, cooler units for the inside of each apartment. All the things that cost money, and if you don't get those working well, then the other stuff doesn't matter. It wasn't a good area for a long time, and then some other things happening. That whole corridor has really changed that. I don't want to fall too much on GCU, but they're a great neighbor. They're doing amazing things. I think it's their aspiration over time to own the whole rectangle between Missouri on the north side, Camelback on the south, I-17 on the east, and 35th Avenue on the west. That's 270 acres, and they picked up a good portion of it. This project is also one of the only projects in that 270 square acres of property that's still not owned by GCU. So I think there's some value to that. It's a distressed asset. It makes sense for us. There's a certain optimism in the market, and I think that's going to help us a lot. There's going to be a new group of buyers out in the market. And in general, Phoenix, it's amazing what we have going on. The Metro Center Mall, which was the largest mall in the Southwest, basically fell into the dirt years ago. And so that's going to be a very, very large redevelopment project. Phoenix Light Rail now extends right past the mall. It's all right there. So I think that West Valley is really starting to boom. At the price we're paying for this property, it's just amazing. I didn't see anything today on the property walkthrough that would make me that concerned about it, other than we just have to run it. And I think we're capable of doing that.
We got the whole team here this morning, and we're taking another look at our property, Venture on 52nd Street. We got John, we got Heather, myself. We're gonna look at a few of the units, and we're starting to identify some of the things that we may wanna do with the property, what's working well.
For a studio, there's room here. We have high ceilings, the kitchen, it's updated, it's so pretty, full-size stove. This is a lot of room for a studio. This is hard to find. And it's got little bits of personality to it, which I appreciate.
So we walked the whole property now in detail, and we've had the benefit now of having our management staff on the property. So It's kind of like test driving a car. We got a chance to see everything about it, and everything we see is better and better. What are we gonna do to this property? It's not a normal Neighborhood Ventures asset in that there's not a whole lot of capital improvements to be done on it. There's some things we can do to tweak it to make it into a better property. This is our second property that we are buying right now that is a lender-owned, lender-driven foreclosed asset, and we're buying them at significant discounts. Neighborhood's fantastic. Thomas Road, busy street, east of 44th Street, so between 44th Street and Scottsdale Road, if you will. Lots of shopping. Arizona Country Club is right around the corner. And then it's master meter property, which is a really good alternative for the tenants in the neighborhood. Smaller units, mostly one bedrooms, some studios, and some two bedrooms.
We are excited to bring you our investors Venture on Maryland. We are acquiring this 78-unit building for $10.7 million. In 2022, the seller purchased this building for over $17 million. They had plans to renovate the units to bring up the rents, but those plans were never executed due to some operational challenges. Now the seller's in a distressed for sale situation, and that's why we're able to buy the property at this really low $10.7 million entry point. The team plans to renovate the interiors of the units, including the flooring, the bathrooms, the kitchens, and the fixtures, investing $2 million in CapEx. The current average rents of the property are only $1,095. After the property's been renovated, we expect to get average rents of over $1,400 per unit. We will turn units every month and then lease up those units to new tenants at that higher rent amount.
This property, it was built in the 60s. It's solid construction, so it's block construction with poured concrete floors. Two owners in the last 40 years. And then we're coming in, stepping over what they didn't do and fixing up the property, and we'll do a better job of it. So we've been circling around it for over a year now. What I was worried about on the property was it's a master meter property built in the 60s. And I was worried about the condition of the piping systems for the chiller system and sewer lines. Going through the property today, quite a few of the things that we were worried about, we checked off the list, being updated, looking pretty good. It's not in bad shape. It's just hasn't had anything done to it because it's been owned by just two owners, and the current owner didn't get much work done to it. It's the right neighborhood. It just needs to be updated. Roofs look good, interiors are dated, and everything's functional. We can figure out how to make this thing work. Well, it's right up the street from our office. It's in a neighborhood that's continuing to grow. It's basically 7th Street and in Maryland. Very stable North Phoenix neighborhood. It's got the Madison Traditional School right next to it. We also have several temples and churches in the area. A lot of people that live in that neighborhood want to stay there. So I think if we do just the things we have to, we're going to continue to improve that property's tenant profile and get long-term residents that are happy. We're buying it at a price significantly below where the market is.
We are excited to announce Venture on Lockett, a property in the Sunnyside neighborhood of Flagstaff. Properties in Flagstaff are hard to come by, and especially properties in these great locations. This unique opportunity to buy a property in Flagstaff is available because the seller is now retiring and they've owned the property for over 20 years. The property has been well maintained over the years, but the rents are 25% below the current market, even as an unrenovated property. The comparable rents in the neighborhood are 50% higher than current rents with a renovated property. So we have the opportunity to come in and buy the property, renovate it, and then lease up the property at about a 50% increase from the current rents.
So property was built in 1995. It looks really clean for that age. The rents are lower than market. We're not trying to take it over market, we're just trying to take them up to them. We also have units that are in some ways dated. A lot of natural wood on doors and moldings and things. The units have washer dryers, and air conditioning. A lot of tenants have fans in the windows and window air conditioners. We're going to put in air conditioning. And then beyond that, it's just a matter of the dated fixtures. Upon inspection, it's better than we thought it was. These are 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units. It's in a fantastic neighborhood. The Sunnyside neighborhood in Flagstaff is where locals live. Good schools, great location and everything, and not too much near downtown where a lot of congestion is. So tenant profile looks amazing. True to Flagstaff, people don't move very much. We've got people that have been there 20 years. And the units look really, really good. New roofs, exterior just had a bunch of sheeting done on the outside. They've repainted, well parked. Each unit's got its own direct access garage, plus a carport, and not your traditional Arizona style carport, but a real like Flagstaff pitched shingle roof building with carport. Yeah, great asset. Impressed with it. So happy happy that we got our hands on it. We are buying a property that we could not replace in Flagstaff anywhere near this price.
Hi everyone, I'm Jamison Manwaring, co-founder and CEO of Neighborhood Ventures. And I'm excited to announce that NV REIT has acquired Venture at Route 66 in a 721 UPREIT exchange. This addition brings the total to 4 assets now being held in NV REIT, all of which are cash flowing and generate distributions to investors, and we expect will perform well over time and appreciate